Great, wonderful. Welcome to Anselmo Academy of Music and the Arts. And we are live on Facebook and sending you greetings from New York City. And our guests today actually are from California. Today, we have a special platform in our broadcast called Teacher and Student. And we are featuring Professor Svetlana Smolina and 3 of her students, Ang Engo, Emily Cheng, and Tong Bai Deng. I hope I've said it right. Welcome,
Yes.
guys. Say hello.
Hello, everybody, and thank you, Vera, for featuring us. This is very exciting for all my students.
Wonderful. It's the honor is all ours. So warm welcome to our guest today, and we will feature each guest with the performance videos, the picture gallery, and a dialogue in just a moment. But first, just a couple of announcements from Anselmo Academy, mostly just about events coming up. Okay, as some of you know, we are in the midst of our 5th International Youth Competition, and judges are busy at work evaluating so many YouTube links at this time, and we will be announcing results of who is going to perform live in person or live on Zoom by tomorrow, hopefully, if the judges are ready. So stay tuned for that information. Those that pass to that second round will be performing on February 12th at Tenry Institute in Greenwich Village in New York City. And our Zoom session will be scheduled sometime February 19th or 20th, because we had many out-of-state and international applicants. Next, we have next announcement is winter spring enrollment is open and is ongoing with various offerings in music instruments and theater. And we are actively promoting our programming, especially to local schools and communities, as our mission is to reach as many children who don't have access to music and arts education. And announcement number 3 is we have another live broadcast at the end of this month featuring 3 young musicians from Juilliard Pre-College, and that is scheduled for January 29. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, TikTok, and follow us on social media, comment and post any questions, and subscribe to our 2 e-newsletters that you can find at our homepage at anselmoacademy.org. Newsletter number 1 is the Academy newsletter, and number 2 is called On Stage, and you can find it on homepage all the way down bottom right. We hope you enjoy our program today. And first on the program, we're going to feature Professor Svetlana with performance of Balakirev Islamé. Take a look. Bravo, Svetlana, welcome.
Thank
Can
you.
you please have Svetlana's profile picture on the screen as I go through her bio and through her accolades, please? Beautiful. It's a very extensive bio, and by the way, we will post all bios in the comments on Facebook. So I'm just really doing highlights of the bio. Svetlana is a Grand Prix winner of Città di Senigallia International Piano Competition, Kingswell Piano Competition, William Byrd Young Artist Piano Competition, and a prize winner of Murray Dranoff International Duo Piano Competition, among others. Ms. Smolina studied at Indiana University with Professor Alexander Toradze, joining his famed piano studio at Balakarev, coincidentally, Music College with Natalia Fish, at Oberlin Conservatory with Monique Dufil, at Brussels Royal Conservatory with Eugene Mogilevsky, and at University of Michigan with Arthur Green, where she received her DMA. Svetlana is currently the director of the piano program at Philadelphia International Music Festival since 2011. She served also as an artist in residence at Westchester and at Temple Universities, has been a member of the piano faculty at Lucy Moses School in New York City and Nellie Berman School of Music in Philadelphia. Currently, Svetlana is an invited professor at London Performing Academy of Music and at Irvine Valley College in California. Svetlana Smolina performed with orchestras and in recitals worldwide. She has performed, and I'm just naming a few, with Mariinsky Orchestra at Carnegie Hall, New York Philharmonic at Avery Fisher, Orchestra Nationale de France, and she's also been a frequent guest at festivals worldwide, performing at Salzburg Festival, Tchaikovsky Moscow Conservatory, Merkin Hall, already we've mentioned, in Berlin, in Tel Aviv, in Rome, in Greece, in Russia, among many other famed venues and events. A couple of interesting facts. In 2014, Svetlana won live on stage, live showcases, and was chosen as the only classical pianist artist for the 2015-2016 season. And that brought her performances in 20 different states throughout the United States. During that period, she has also performed with famous violinist Vadim Repin at his Trans-Siberian Art Festival. And their recital in March 2015 in Canada received an astonishing critical acclaim. More highlights as Svetlana had continued to perform throughout the world, and she performed in Sardinia, Italy, again at Carnegie Hall, in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and did recordings in India, and then performed at Bulgarian radio show in Sofia. That's about it for her bio. And our next performance is Svetlana's Scriabin Fantasy, which is her Scriabin Fantasy in B minor, Opus 28. Take a look. Svetlana, where was this?
This was in Montana at the festival Tipit Rise. I was lucky to be actually inaugurating the first year of the festival. I was invited by Christopher O'Reilly, and we did a series of concerts, solo and two piano of works by Scriabin. And yeah, it was absolutely spectacular to play on this height and inside the mountain.
Beautiful. Yes, we'll come back to Svetlana in just a little bit. I would like to introduce her students. So our student number one is An Ngo, is a Vietnamese pianist. Can we please have his picture? Thank you very much. He started piano when he was 9 years old. And he is winner of multiple competitions. I'm going to just name a few. He have won grand prize at the Colibri competition, first prize at the Charleston competition, grand prize over all age division at the PIMF concerto competition. He was also previously in the Philadelphia Young Artist Orchestra and currently plays as the first chair of the piano department of the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra. Outside of music, he enjoys swimming and running and being a part of the swim team of his high school, Science Leadership Academy at Center City, along with being a part of Students Run Philly State. And we're going to play first video, which is Haydn Sonata in C major. Take a look. Wonderful. We'll come back to Ang as well a bit later. Next student is Emily. Can we please have Emily profile picture on the screen? Wonderful. Emily Chang is a skilled pianist with 10 years of experience. She has completed her Certificate of Merit examinations and also obtained the Piano Guild Founder plaque. Additionally, she was also awarded the National Federation of Music Clubs Junior Festival Gold Cup for earning 3 consecutive years of superior ratings. She still plans to be involved in the arts and music during her time in college as she majors in STEM. And some of her awards are 3rd place in the International Charleston competition, 1st place in the 2nd Barum International Piano and Voice Competition Festival Division, and 2nd place in the Colibri International Art Competition in the 15 to 18 age group division. And we're going to play Emily's first video, which is Brahms' Rhapsody in G minor, opus 79, number 2. Take a look. last, we'd like to present Tong Bai Dang. Can we please have his picture on the screen as I go through his bio, please? Wonderful. He was born in 2008 in Chicago and started his piano studies at the age of 6 with his first teacher, Miss Ludmila Derka. And at age 7, he won first place at 46 Grand Quest Music Piano Competition in Chicago. And in the following 2 years, he received the first places at the same competition in the higher age divisions. In 2018, he wins a first place at the 4th United States Virtuoso Artist International Piano Competition in Ohio. And I'm going to skim through some of the additional competitions. I'm going to move to 2018-19. He took private lessons from Dr. Sung Hong Mo, I hope I said it right, the Music Institute of Chicago, and since 2019 began to study with Dr. Svetlana Smolina. In 2021, he wins the first prize and a Russian Music Award at the Triumph Music Festival in Philadelphia in category age 12 to 14, and is invited to play at Winners Recital at the Kimmel Center for the Performing Arts in Philadelphia. In 2022, he won the first prize in 2021 Charleston International Music Competition. In 2022, he also won first prize in Pelican International Music Competition for Young Artists. And he is also the first prize at the 2022 Triumph Music Festival for Concerto and Chamber Music Competition in division ages 13 to 15. And we're going to play his first video, which is a clip from Prokofiev Piano Concerto number 2 in G minor, opus 16. Take a look. Wonderful. We continue with a dialogue section with Professor Svetlana Smolina. Welcome again, Svetlana. So I thought of some questions to entice a conversation so that audiences can learn a little bit about your life and your passions. So question number 1, who are your biggest artistic influences?
This is a wide kind of question, but first of all, my teachers, of course, Alexander Toradze, he's been really influential artistic figure in my life, because he, in a way, formed me as an artist. He brought me to first international stages. So I'm very grateful to this amazing professor, and also all my professors. They all gave a wonderful creative input into my personality. But if you talk about like performers' names, probably few I can say is Rachmaninoff, of course, Vladimir Horowitz, Alfred Cortot, and from I love voice, listening to Maria Callas or Luciano Pavarotti, for example, one of my favorites. And I also listen a lot to violinists, and of course, Yehudi Menuhin or Yasha Heifetz is one of the two names that come, and I absolutely admire what they can do with the instrument and the sound, and just creativity levels, mind-blowing, those musicians for different reasons.
Wonderful. Next question. When is your favorite time of the day to be creative?
When I'm not, when I can focus in my kind of be in my zen, which usually in the evenings. I'm very late person. I usually my most productive hours of practice at night when all these phones turned off, computer turns off, and so that's when I really feel a lot of inspiration. So for me, it's very hard to play concerts in the morning. I have to say.
Okay, makes sense. Great. Next question. How do you define success as an artist?
I think it integrates like 1,000 things, but I think if to be short, I think if you love what you do, and that's you're a successful person. So I think as a musician, you only should go to the music if you love what you do, and if you really happy with your profession, it doesn't feel like job. And to me, it's the biggest success is to do what you love.
Wonderful. Thank you. Next question. Best memories from the past.
Oh, gosh. It could be, I think it's every concert where I played, it's like a puzzle that creates an incredible universe in your mind, full of memories. And of course, so I can't pinpoint one, but it's of course about not just the concerts, but the people you meet, because making personal connections and friends, and of course seeing your family, this is very important part of human being, being connected to people. So I adore going to new places, play and meet new friends, and just see my family.
That's great. Any funny stories? Think maybe later of any funny stories from your travel. That would be maybe good to share if you like. And last question: what's on your bucket list?
Again, I'm kind of the person where I live on a present day. I think the COVID kind of, I used to plan ahead and be like really focus on what I'm going to do in 5 years, 10 years. But now it's just like, I just enjoy. So for example, this year I'm going to Japan, I'm going to Greece, I'm going to play in Bratislava, in first time in Brazil, first time in, many places I go first time. So that's on my bucket list, to have fun where I go and to make the best music there.
Fabulous. We're now going to go to Svetlana's picture gallery, please. And you tell us as we go through it as to where you are and maybe who you're with.
Yeah, probably everybody recognizes this is Weill, Carnegie Recital Hall, and I'm playing one of my favorite numbers, Carmine Fantasy here, Horowitz transcription. So it was an incredible event, always in my memory, of course. Every Carnegie Hall performance. I played 3 times now in Carnegie.
And when was that?
This, I believe it was 2018, yeah. This is my beloved teacher, Alexander Toradze, who unfortunately passed away last year. He was very young. And so this is one of my first pictures with him taken just when I came to United States to study with him at Indiana University. I think it might be just like the very first studio recital we did.
And how old you were, like in your 20s?
No, I'm 18 here, I think.
18. Okay.
Yeah, I came at 17 to the United States.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
Great. Mm-hmm.
This is the concert with Prince Albert II of Monaco. I was lucky to play for his foundation, and this was very memorable to do it in the Opera Garnier in Monaco.
Beautiful.
This is my high school music school graduation with my beautiful mom. So I just love this picture. Brings a lot of sweet memories, and I think she's the most beautiful woman I ever met.
Was she a musician?
Yeah, she's a theory professor, besides having many other qualities. But yeah, she helped me in music a lot.
Great.
This is with, of course, Mstislav Rostropovich, and this was after one of my first concerts I gave with orchestra after I won my first international piano prize in Cité de Sénégal. I was invited to play with orchestra. I played Rachmaninoff's first piano concerto in my hometown, and I didn't know that he gonna come to the audience, which was a good thing because he came. This is after the concert. He came to my artistic room and he gave me the biggest hug and kiss, and that I will forever remember, and sign my score. So that was after this moment he signed my score.
Beautiful.
This is with Maestro Derek Gleason and Dublin Philharmonic. A few years ago, we did a concert tour in China, consisting of 8 or 9 concerts for New Year. And this was in Changsha, in a new concert hall. It was just open like a day prior our concert, and I was the first pianist playing on this piano in this hall. It was amazing. Acoustics there and piano also.
It's very big.
Yes, it's about 3,500, I think. This is backstage, you see, yeah. So it's fantastic hall. Yeah. This is a funny compilation of course, it's Photoshop, but this is the CCK hall in Buenos Aires where I played a recital a couple of years ago, well, just before COVID. And so I'm standing on the roof of this concert hall where I played.
Cute.
And this is the same China tour, but this city is now known by everybody in the world because this is Wuhan, where they have incredible, most beautiful Hamburg Steinway and incredible acoustics. And it's so beautiful on the stage, and they always bring the fresh flowers. So when COVID started, my first post was posting this picture as I am in Wuhan now. So I got like millions of messages. Are you doing okay? And this is with Vadim Repin. We played for show 1, Svetlana Dvoretsky show, that's in Toronto at the Royal Conservatory Kerner Hall. And that's from Buenos Aires recital, the picture you saw just 2 slides ago. Yeah.
Beautiful capture.
Yes, I think I played Chopin Ballade 1. That's last note of G minor scale. This is again with Vadim Repin. We played for Cartagena Festival in Bogota, and this is their famous hall there.
Beautiful.
It's also called Teatro Colón, like in Buenos Aires. So, yeah.
Fantastic, Svetlana. We are going to now move on to your students and ask them questions and hopefully develop a nice dialogue. Okay, so first question to you guys. Share your proudest musical accomplishments. Let's start with
Um, to be honest, the proudest musical accomplishment is for me is being very fortunate enough to be accepted into Oberlin Conservatory and being in this incredible environment of just music surrounding me almost 24/7 and like the valuable lessons I learned here.
Great, Emily.
For me personally, it was probably the first time I got first place in an piano competition, which was at the Bern International Music Competition. I never really planned on playing piano competitively, so the first time that I got first place was really exciting for me.
Wonderful, thank you. Tom.
This may seem a bit odd, but while recording auditions in December, I got a successful recording of Chopin's Ballade No. 2 in one try, and I guess I took this as proof that I had pretty much mastered the piece. Well, I had been playing it for so long, but I was pretty proud of it because usually it takes me many tries to record a piece.
Sounds great. Okay, next question. Do you have favorite performers? Who are they, and what do you like most about them? Let's change the order. Emily.
So for this question, I actually have two favorite performers. So the first one is Yu Jia Wei, and second one is my piano teacher, Miss Svetlana. Simply
Sweet.
because I think Svetlana was one of the first pianists I listened to live. Like usually I listen to pianists like through recordings and stuff, and she played really passionately and like really intensely, and I think that like really inspired me. And same thing with Yuzha as well. I never saw her play live, but through the recordings you can really tell like how passionate she is about her music. And yeah, those are my two
Yeah,
favorites.
live performances are very different, right, than streaming it on YouTube. Tong Bai.
My favorite performer would probably be Sifra, because while learning Liszt Nomenregen, Svetlana showed me this recording and I was just amazed by how unbelievably clear it was. So I don't think I understand musicality enough, so I'm just really impressed by great technique.
Wonderful.
My favorite performer would probably have to be Horowitz, simply because of his touch with the piano and his sensitivity with the music that he's playing is, at least to my point, is truly unmatched.
Yeah, easily recognizable, right? Playing Horowitz, you can easily recognize it. Okay, great. Next question. With our lives becoming more busy and chaotic, how do you slow down and find the motivation to practice and play music? Emily.
So currently I'm actually in my junior year of high school. So this question really resonated with me because there's so much stuff going on. Like even right now I'm in school. Like this is my school. So I think playing piano is like my way of like getting my mind off just like schoolwork or like stress from school. So when life is really busy, I just when I find the time to like calm down, I play piano just to like relieve my stress. But you know, sometimes when you're recording for like competitions and stuff, you really just have to like buckle down and like tell yourself, yeah, you're gonna play like a certain amount of hours.
That's great.
Uh, this question is a bit odd for me because I'm currently studying at a conservatory, but sometimes it does get hard, especially when studying for a theory test or a music history or writing music history essays. And even just practicing, because like to drill through the sign pieces and practice hours on end, it's very hard to find the time to really sit down and play. But sometimes when I'm able to, I usually find the motivation simply from the environment around me and just very simple things like the blue sky, or like if there was like even like if the hall was empty, I would just come and just sit down and play simple pieces. So yeah, that's very simple things. That's motivation.
Beautiful. Tongbay, sorry.
Going into high school has made me much more busy because there's a lot of assignments, but my motivation has mostly stayed the same. Just when I realize something that's wrong with my playing, and then I figure out a way to solve it, I get motivated to play. And just now I think about it throughout the day.
Great. Thank you very much. Next question. What career choices inspire you the most, music or not? On.
Of course, I'll have to go with piano, simply because of I saw how music can change so many people and even bring two sides together and how it can unite. I think it truly inspires me to become a musician and to spread the music with everyone around me. So
Beautiful. Tongbay.
I guess I would be most inspired by piano virtuoso, just because I feel like it takes a lot of dedication and time to build up that skill, and I feel like you have to be pretty brave to perform such difficult pieces.
Great. Emily.
So again, I have two career choices for this question. So the first one is, I feel like people in the medical field like really inspire me, especially like during the previous years, like with COVID going on, like medical workers have been like working really hard, and that's part of the reason why I also want to go into the medical path. I plan on being like a cancer biologist or an oncologist in the future. And my second answer would probably be professional pianists or professional musicians, because I feel like, I don't know, music just has a way of like inspiring other people. There is this one scenario I remember really vividly. I am part of my high school choir, and one performance from another choir like managed to like move me so much I started crying. I don't usually cry a lot, so this was like really memorable for me. And yeah, I just feel like music has a way of like touching other people's hearts that like no other job or anything else can do.
Fantastic, you guys. Thanks so much. Okay, next on our program is a gallery of each one of the guests, picture gallery. Let's start with On and proceed with his pictures. Go ahead, On. Tell us where you are and event or who you with. Go ahead.
I was in Philadelphia at my first house in Philadelphia. At this time, I was very young, about 8 or 9. And yeah, I think it was just, I believe after I simply performed well for a teacher, and I was really proud of it.
Great.
This was actually with JJ Bui. He's a student at the Oberlin Conservatory, and he's the 6th prize winner of the Chopin competition.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
this was with my current teacher in the conservatory after her concert, her debut concert. This was with my old high school friends, with Joseph Conyers, with I believe the principal bassist of the Philadelphia Orchestra. I believe this was actually the first ever picture of me just playing the piano at our old house.
Beautiful.
Now, this was with a junior at this. I mean, not necessarily proud, but I'm very honored to be with the man below, because that is Dang Tai-son,
Mhm.
the 1980 Chopin competition winner, and the teacher of Bruce Liu, the person that won the previous Chopin competition winner.
Great.
This was me when I was running, I believe, the half marathon
Mm.
in Philadelphia. This was me when I believe in 2020 or 2021. Sorry, when I was attending the Peabody Piano Week.
Wonderful. Next, we're going to play on a second video, which is Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue. Take a look. Great. Next, we're going to go to Emily's gallery, picture gallery. Go ahead, Emily.
Okay, this was probably, I think, the earliest photo I had of me playing piano. It was with my first teacher, Judy, and this was a recital that we had. It was a pretty informal recital, but it was my first performance ever.
That's great. I like your pigtails.
Thank you. This photo was me probably most likely in middle school, and this was at my school's talent show. This was me at my school's talent show, but in elementary school. I believe I participated in my school talent show with piano every single year except for 1 year. And that's an even younger me at the talent show. This was, I believe, junior festival recital competition. And it was me during middle school, I think 1 or 2 years before COVID lockdown.
Mm.
And this is a picture of me in elementary school, preparing for the National Guild recitals back when they were in person before COVID. And that is a very young picture of me with my Guild National Recital certificate as a state member. And this is another year of the junior festival recitals. And this was the year after my previous photo, National Junior Festival. Yeah.
And you're playing on Estonia.
Yes.
Wow. Wonderful. Next, we're going to play Emily's second video, which is Chopin Grand Waltz Brillante in E flat major, opus 18. Take a look. Wonderful. Next, we have Tang Bai Picture Gallery.
This was just recently taken in, I think, September, right?
Yes.
After playing concerto with Svelana at the Kimmel Center, we went outside to socialize, and we just took this picture in front of the building.
Beautiful. Oh,
This was a lot of years ago with my first teacher, Luca Durka. She introduced me to a lot of contemporary music.
Mm.
but she passed away in 2019.
Oh,
This was when I was 8. It was a competition in Ohio, and I played Muchinsky Toccata.
mhm.
I forgot what year this was in, but it was a Steinway piano competition. I played I played Valkyria of the Lark and half of Danse Macabre because there was a 10-minute time limit. I think this was in 2019. I went to intensive training camp over the summer in Chicago. And this was the first time I met Svetlana at the PIMF summer camp.
Mm.
This was in July, another piano intensive training camp, and um, we had master classes with these professors.
Great.
This was also in September after the performance in Kimmel Center.
Beautiful. And we have a tongue by performance of Liszt Mazeppa. Take a look. Wonderful. And our last video is Professor Smolina performing a finale, excerpt from finale, Rachmaninoff Concerto number 2. Take a look. Fantastic. It was such honor to meet Professor Smolina and you guys as her students. We really treasure opportunity to feature professor and student type of events, as we feel is very special to have a conversation with all of you and feature your music and your passion. And we wish you all the best in 2023 and for many years to come. And thank you to all of our audience for watching this evening. Thanks so much. Good evening.
Thank you, Vera.
Thank you.
Honored to be here tonight and wishing all the brightest
you.
future for my students in music and in life. You're all amazing, inspiring to listen to you all. Thank you.